From the shocking death of one of America's most polarizing conservative figures to growing tensions in the Middle East with Israel and Qatar trading sharp words and even a royal family reunion in London, we have got it all covered. Our first headline is from Utah, where conservative activist Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA, was shot and killed while speaking at Utah Valley University. Kirk, just 31 years old, was attending his group's American Comeback Tour when the attack occurred. Authorities launched an intensive manhunt, searching building to building, though no suspect has yet been identified. President Donald Trump paid tribute, calling Kirk great and even legendary, and extending condolences to his wife Erica and family. To the Middle East, where Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has intensified his warnings to Qatar in the wake of Israeli airstrikes on Hamas leaders in Doha. In a message posted just before the anniversary of 9/11, Netanyahu drew a pointed comparison between the terror attacks on the United States and the Hamas assault on Israel last October. He urged Qatar to expel Hamas leaders or risk Israel taking further unilateral action. But Qatar is hitting back. In his strongest language yet, Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani condemned the Israeli strikes inside his country, calling them an attack that killed any hope of securing the release of Gaza hostages. Speaking to CNN, he declared that Benjamin Netanyahu himself must be brought to justice, signaling a sharp escalation in the rhetoric between the two nations and raising new questions about Washington's role in a region long considered stable ground for US allies. And in London, a moment that could reshape a royal rift. Prince Harry has met his father, King Charles, face to face for the first time in more than a year. The two shared a private tea at Clarence House, lasting about 50 minutes. When asked about the king's health afterwards, Harry responded, simply saying, "Yes, he's great." It's a small step, but one that many see as an opening toward reconciliation in a family that has been deeply divided. And now to our deep dive. Few figures in America's conservative movement rose as quickly and divided opinion as sharply as Charlie Kirk. At just 18 years old, Kirk abandoned university to create what would become Turning Point USA, a political powerhouse aimed at energizing young conservatives. What started as a small student effort transformed into a juggernaut, with revenues exceeding $90 million last year, chapters at hundreds of universities and marquee events featuring political heavyweights including Donald Trump himself. Kirk's influence was not limited for fundraising or rallies. His grip on the Republican youth base was unmatched. On TikTok, among young Trump voters, Kirk ranked as the most trusted political voice. Analysts credit him with helping narrow Democrats' advantages among young voters in the 2024 election, a shift so dramatic that Donald Trump personally credited Kirk with aiding his return to the White House. But Charlie Kirk was never content with the ballot box alone. He believed America's culture wars would be won or lost on college campuses. For him, fighting so-called woke ideology was more important than holding office. A devout Christian, he saw his mission as persuading young people to reject critical race theory, challenge gender ideology, embrace family values, and, in his words, reclaim America for Jesus Christ. This made him a lightning rod admired by many conservatives as a fearless voice and criticized by opponents as a radical agitator. Yet his influence was undeniable. Turning Point USA helped unseat the chair of the Republican National Committee, poured tens of millions into voter mobilization, and even played a role in vetting Trump administration appointees after the 2024 election. And it was in pursuit of this mission, engaging students directly face to face, that Kirk lost his life. At just 31 years old, his career as a political power broker ended not in Washington, but on a college stage, in the same setting where he built his reputation. His death leaves behind a wife, a movement, and a legacy that will continue to shape America's political debate for years to come. That's all in World in Focus for today. Follow the Finance 360 for more.